I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. 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 I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Singletary to get the drive started. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Steelers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on second down. Pickett over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. And they'll work this down inside the 30. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few. Various shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run again with Harris. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
On first down, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
To throw again on second down. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett. He finds Austin complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Oliver in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. And we'll continue to watch the updates in that one as well as the other games going on in Week 5 of the NFL season. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen off the play fake. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
56.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
He's a fan favorite when he plays at home. Every time he makes a big-time play, you can hear him shout, "Muth," from the stands. Pittsburgh, they love it. A lot of comparisons to Heath Miller as a rookie, and he contributed 7 touchdown catches. Now he contributes a 1st down with that grab.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Back to throw. Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Bills had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 39, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. First target, first catch, and a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
5 wide. All 52.
Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Allen from the gun on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip some.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Able to hit his target, Claypool. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw, Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert!
To the air, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
5 wide.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Pushes him over. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back Those are the ones you...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway. That helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Cameron Hayward is the heart and soul of the Pittsburgh defense year after year and was an All-Pro for the 3rd time in 2021 after putting up 10 sacks.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Here's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Give this to Singletary running right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Moss again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final shot for Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Bills, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I just scraped it off the top, got it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it like a 4. Yeah. Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out of 4.
Convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top. Got it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt it, baby, to make a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with it too. I paid it out of full. Yeah.
Biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, me sending me talk from a sip that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Heard you wanna be. Don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down. Benjamin. On these we not equivalent. Really bad. Looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if y'all under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing me. Pap.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score.